Hello. What's the audio sounding like today? Is it sounded normal? I'd assume so since I haven't done anything. Ah, my head. Power Wash Simulator. Man, I miss those days. Playing Power Wash Simulator. Just vibing, listening to Mr. Ballin on YouTube. Listening to how people would be doing crazy shit while cleaning up places. Like a cleanse. And then Power Wash 2 came out, and then it was like, alright. It was alright. But it's hard to top a game like Power Wash Simulator. Still good stuff. Anyway, I'm streaming today. I really wished I wish I could have like streamed like tomorrow instead, but tomorrow I have plans after work. So I wasn't entirely sure if I was going to be able to stream today because I have kitchen renovations happening on and off. And by on and off I mean the person who's like mainly doing it, who has been mainly coming in these days, he doesn't really let me know what the schedule is like until like the day of. Excuse me. And until I like kind of like ask him. So I thought maybe he was going to be coming by today to switch out some stuff. Or rather, he said he was going to have an electrician come out to like switch out some of my outlets. But he said that we were going to save that for next week when we get the bulk of the stuff sorted and dealt with, installed. So maybe these next few days will be without any renovations happening, which is better for me. Because when he's doing stuff in the kitchen, I don't want to bother him, so I don't go into the kitchen at all when they're working. But that means like during lunchtime, I don't have anything, I can't make anything to eat. So sometimes I'll like go out and like sometimes I'll go out and like get some like bread or like sandwiches or something to have in the middle of the day. And you know, sometimes they work until like later in the afternoon, but sometimes they also finish early, and it's really hard to know. I could ask for like a more detailed schedule, but I don't want to make it feel like they have to be on like a tight schedule type of thing, because the person doing the renovation also has other responsibilities in the building. So you know, I just let him do whatever while I focus on work. Anyway, I was thinking that I would try to draw something that's Naruto adjacent. If only, even though I don't really have anything to say about it because I haven't read it in a bit these past few days. That's only because the last art stream that we did, the person that I used on the thumbnail was like the girl version of Naruto that I sometimes draw whenever I'm like in the Naruto mood and stuff. And I can only assume that's because of the thumbnail, but people had tuned into it because it had a decent amount of views. But I also during that stream did not draw anything remotely Naruto related. In fact, I had forgotten until today that I was like yapping about how I was like thinking about visual novel stuff. And it was funny because it wasn't until like well, I said earlier today, I meant like yesterday. It wasn't until yesterday that I realized that, oh yeah, I said that I was like kind of interested in doing it, but I had completely forgotten that I said that. So I like, after stream ended that time, I just like, that thought completely like left my brain, and I completely forgot that I even wanted to do something with my life. So you know, if I'm really bored and there's nothing stimulating going on, and I feel like something needs to be stimulating, then I can go back to revisiting the visual novel idea. But it's if there's nothing holding me to it, then I just end up forgetting stuff because I'm too focused on like not brain rot stuff, but stuff that kind of doesn't make the brain go brr, but makes the the brain go like flatline kind of. So instead of activity, there is no activity. I don't even know what I've been up to. What did I do yesterday? Oh, I played to the T yesterday. But I've been spending a lot of just time still playing Card Shop Simulator, which it's been pissing me off. But that's the nature of those type of games where if the focus is just opening like card packs, then yeah, your RNG is gonna be ass. It doesn't matter if you're opening like 128 packs at a time. What was bad about the teardrop glasses girl art? I just hated how it looked. I just hated how it looked. I spent so much time on it. I was trying to do it in a specific way. With like a specific like technique-ish type of thing that probably isn't really noticeable to people. Unless you like care to notice it. And by the end of it, I had decided that I hated it after spending so much time on it. Because I spent a lot of time on it. The only reason why I even posted it was because I spent so much time on it. I was like, oh god, I fucking hate this. But I don't want to like just hide it away, so I'm just gonna post it even though I fucking said I hated it. You thought it was nice? Thank you. I hate it. I still hate it whenever I come across it if I visit my like folder or like my page or whatever, which I had realized that I haven't really been looking at social media all that much recently. Mainly because with Twitter, like I don't post on there anymore. My account is locked, but I still go on there pretty like frequently just to like look at art and stuff. But they keep constantly changing my For You page to include things that I literally don't care about. And I'm trying to curate it so it goes back to the things I care about, which is mainly like art. But it keeps thinking that I care about like drama stuff or like celebrity stuff. And I'm just like, this is not why I come back to Twitter, man. I'm just trying to look at pretty art. But yeah, the algorithm on Twitter is just so smart, thinking that I really care about things like fucking engagement baiting like tweets and stuff. But whatever. It's my fault for relying on social media to look at things. Crazy. These past few days also, when I haven't been like been doing nothing, I did try to draw stuff just like on my own time, but I find that I have been struggling with drawing recently. That nothing seems to come out like quite right. I was struggling so much that I started just like internally yelling at myself that I fucking can't draw. And I'm still struggling, it seems. So don't be surprised if this ends up getting deleted, this art piece, if I spend like a couple of minutes on it. As much as I would like to get a full piece done in a stream, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Who even is this? Is it supposed to be like Hinata? Doesn't really look like Hinata. I forgot how Hinata looks. She wears a hoodie, right? What are you after? What do you mean, what am I after? I don't think I'm after anything. Like, you mean like, what am I striving for? Like gold? I don't know. I'm not after, I'm not online. I'm not, what do you mean after? I'm just trying to draw the things that I normally draw, which is just girls, and it's just the way things are coming out doesn't look right. That's all. It's kind of like when people have like art block or something like that and they struggle to get anything down on paper that looks like something that they would be satisfied with, basically. I'm not doing anything crazy, it's just the same old like type of like doodling and stuff. I ended up just taking a break from drawing, trying to draw for a bit, and then I had jumped back into a T because I took a break from playing it for a bit, and that game is a fun game if you're like into like chill games. Except the last the few chapters that I did yesterday. Was that yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Took a weird turn at one point, and I kind of got like freaked out. And now it's like dealing with like an unexpected turn that I was never expecting in my entire life, but it's still like a fun game. I think I'm close to beating it. I haven't quite beaten it yet. I really enjoyed that giraffe song that I had mentioned previously. Because every time it plays in the game, I'm always listening to it. I'm always like just like chilling, like vibing with it. I wanted to make it like a starting soon screen with it, with the song playing, but I forgot to. Because I was being responsible and focusing on work. Even though work is work is like looking to delve into a potential idea, and the idea is really stupid. I'm not going to go into details about it, but it's a stupid idea, and I hope it flops before it goes out the door. All I know is that I really don't want to be involved in it. But if it comes to it and they decide to continue moving forward with it, I'll have no choice because it's my job. What was the twist? I'm not telling you. Go play the game and figure it out yourself. I'm not spoiling the game. Go support the dev. Go support the dev so they can continue making games. Or you can do the thing that everyone else does and just look up the spoilers yourself. Hello, Ancient Art. The other day, I went to go. It had been like kind of a minute since I gone to eat with them, but I was went to go have breakfast with my cousin's kids and my aunt and uncle and everybody. The people I usually spend time with on a weekend. With the little kid who's the same birthday as me and everything. Her parents bought her an iPad with an Apple Pencil. Because she's into drawing a lot. So they want to further encourage her to do art stuff, so got little how old is she? 7? Got the little 7-year-old, the newest iPad with an Apple Pencil. They had asked me like a few weeks ago, they had asked me like, oh, what are some art programs that she can like draw with? And all that stuff, and I was like, oh, the standard like for Apple, for like that iPad would be like Procreate. And they were like, well, is there one that's like free that you don't have to pay for? And I was like, oh, okay. So I did some research for them. I think she got, and then when I saw her, she had her iPad with her to show me her drawings and stuff. And I guess they also were like, her mom wanted me to like teach her how to draw stuff. And I was like, I don't think I need to, because she already had like done drawings. Hi, Nolani. She already had like done drawings on her iPad. And I was like, oh, good. You've gotten the hang of it. She's like showing me all she knows. A lot of the basic stuff, like the fill tool, brush sizes, opacity, and all that stuff. The only thing I really taught her was about layers. Which is surprising that she didn't learn that, because some of the art that she drew was like had a lot of colors to it. And I'm like, damn, you raw dog that all in one layer. That's like advanced shit. But pretty soon she's gonna become a better artist than me. Although she says that she's not really. I mean, with time she'll probably get good at it. But she's not really good at drawing people. She says she likes drawing like animals and like flowers and stuff. So for the time being, I'm a little bit better. For the time being, I can still be on top. Layers is the one thing that's not something you have outside of digital drawing. Technically, you can have layers in real life if you use like tracing paper, or like back in the day when light boxes were a thing. That thing was so cool. I had like a little light box thing that like was big enough for like a 8.5 by 11 letters, like letter size paper. I don't. As expected, this is looking like shit. As expected, I hate this. What does she look flipped? Skewed. Not the worst, but skewed. I hate this. It's so hard to draw Hinata fan art without coloring it, because when you draw her eyes, she doesn't have pupils. So it's just my drawing. I hate my art. I'm not drawing anything good. What if I color it? What if I color it? What if I work on this in one layer? I'm gonna raw dog it and just do it one layer. Or hair color. That's not it. What does her hair look like? It's like more blue, I think. Darker? I'm trying to envision in my head what her hair color is, and I can't really remember. It's like bluish purple? Like this? It's like lighter? No, it's pretty purple, right? I guess it depends on if you're looking at the anime or the manga. I'll go with this, whatever. This looks like ass. I want to trash this. Should I trash it? I'm gonna trash it. No, let me finish coloring it, and then I'll trash it if I still hate it. So what's been up since the last time I streamed? I don't remember the last time I streamed, to be honest. I feel like it's been a long time. It's probably been a week, I'm guessing, or like, has it been 2 weeks? I don't remember. 10 days? It's hard to keep track. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. What's been happening in the world? I know that there was like recent news, and news that isn't as like serious as like the files and all that stuff, but Adobe had tried to announce that it was gonna discontinue or end services for Adobe Animate or whatever, which I guess is an animating program that like a bajillion people use for animation. Which I bring up now, but they've since, I think they've what is the word? Not rolled back. They backpedaled on that decision, so that's not happening anymore. I think they're doing something. They're basically not ending it anymore because the backlash for it was so strong, which I still don't understand. But when they first announced that they were ending it, there was such a huge uproar, and obviously when it comes to like the people internally with Adobe, you can see how many people make use of your programs, you know, and you have a huge client base that probably relies solely on Adobe Animate for things even on the professional level. But for you to try to cancel or like end it altogether just because you can't find ways to like improve on it or update it anymore, as if you can't just let it be a thing that just has like bug fixes or stability updates and just let people continue giving you money for it. Like, you think it'd be a good thing that there's no need to continue upgrading it. And people were saying that they're probably wanting to get rid of it so that they can promote or get people to use like their AI tools for things. And I was like, that's stupid, because people who are using Adobe Animate have already gotten so used to like doing things quote unquote manually, in the sense that not every things that people are using Adobe Animate for probably isn't going to be like AI generated stuff. Like, if they already have a system in place, they're being taught how to use it in a way in schools and stuff. And you're expecting people to use Adobe Animate to like drop it to use AI stuff. It's like so stupid. Just so stupid. It was just a stupid idea. You're already getting so much money from it. Why would you remove it? You should be losing a lot of clients, which I think they did. They like their stock went down, and then like a lot of people were canceling their subscriptions, obviously. And then obviously the negative press as a whole was also like, you know, being bad, because people spent so many years doing things out of Adobe Animate. You had schools teaching people how to animate with Adobe Animate and stuff like that. So the fact that they would just get rid of it and then give you like, I think you could have access to your files. Like, you were still able to access your files till like 2029 initially, but the program itself was, I think they were like, weren't they like shutting it down in like a month or something like that? I remember March or something. So the time that they would give you to like even like have a chance to like pivot over to something else was like so short. It was ridiculous. It's like if you told graphic designers that Adobe Illustrator was going to cancel, was going to end its use. Well, I guess not everyone uses Adobe Illustrator. It's like same thing with Photoshop and all that stuff. And while in personal, I don't use Adobe Photoshop that often. I use it occasionally for like thumbnails and stuff, because with Clip Studio Paint, their text options, or like their options to like put text on things, is still pretty limited, and it's not as intuitive as it is with Adobe Photoshop. But you know, people have been teaching themselves a lot to use like alternatives outside of Adobe, especially since their prices can be so expensive, and to cancel it costs even more. Yeah, I was gonna say like Photoshop would be an example too, but I feel like that sort of thing is like, that's only if like, say if you're an artist that's dabbled in it, then you would understand the seriousness of it. But you know, if you're like a regular person, you don't really understand like art programs, then you're not gonna understand. It's kind of like if it's kind of like if Microsoft Word shut down its services and you couldn't open up Word docs anymore. Or if Excel users, you couldn't use Excel anymore, and that stuff would be crazy, because with Excel everyone uses that for all their bookkeepings and all their data stuff. Could happen one day. It's true. The thing is, when it comes to that kind of stuff, that would severely affect like, it's like the, you know, their stocks, and it would actually negatively affect them profit wise, so they can't risk doing that. Or maybe they can risk it. I mean, Bill Gates is like $1 bajillion. He can get into all sorts of controversies if he wants, which he is. But you know, rich people can just get away with whatever they want, you know. Anyway, all that to say, everything's gonna be taken away from us, and we're never gonna be able to own anything in life. Just give the corporations your money and just simply die with nothing. Even Clip Studio Paint. I had forgotten there was a whole controversy with Clip Studio Paint, how their second iteration or their newest update, like Clip Studio Paint like 2.0 or something like that. It's like a subscription service program. That's where it gets all the fun updates and things. But then the original one, the one which I should be using right now, I think that it is. Like, I think you're like limited to what you can do with it now, or like they don't roll out updates or something as much as like they would for the second one. I don't remember what the controversy was, but people weren't happy about that either. It's just a matter of it's like you can get mad, but it's a matter of like remembering why you're mad at them before you realize that you're still using them. Microsoft has spent so much money on AI. They have to be careful with money now. Yeah, poor them. They spent so much money on it, and now they've just forced it onto everybody, regardless of if people need it or not. Like, if I highlight some words in an email, why the hell do I need an AI to tell me what those words are? Like, I don't need you to tell me what the fuck a brownie is. Stupid dumb bitch. The same thing with Dropbox too. Dropbox introduced like something called like an AI. It's like an AI dash or something, and you can't turn it off on the browser. It takes up like a third of the fucking browser page when I'm trying to search up like files, and it just takes up a whole third. And then it tries to like use AI special stuff to like generate like the search results that you'd best like find success in or something like that. But every time I'm trying to search for something specific and then it does that, I can never find it. I have to revert it back to being like, give me all the results and then I find what I need. Like, I don't need AI's help to fucking tell me where something is. I just need you to find the files that are named exactly the way I named them. Stupid dumb bitch. At least there's Krita to fairly readily replace Clip Studio. The day that comes when Clip Studio has to be replaced would be really sad. Because Clip Studio is a huge thing that a lot of people use. Especially because it was like the alternative to like Photoshop and stuff. It became my alternative to Photoshop. So I would be very sad when that happens, but who knows. I'll just go back to drawing on like paper and sketchbooks. I mean, I was at Staples the other day, and I was like browsing through the shop, seeing what kind of stuff they had, and they have like a section, like an art section. It's a pretty decent sized art section too, because they have like a variety of like paints and markers and stuff like that. Even things that promote like that are for advertised like as like manga stuff, which like younger me would get very excited about. I don't know if the kids are still. I don't know if the kids are into like buying that stuff from the stores. Regardless of if it's like store or online, but I guess they must. Kids out there must still be into like learning how to draw manga stuff. Unless they're AI generating it, I don't know. When you're an adult, it's hard to know what the kids really like outside of like social media and like brain rot stuff. Like, I'm sure there's still kids out there that do want to learn how to draw anything in general, really. That would find use in having a sketchbook or like a watercolor set or like clay or like any of that stuff. I just personally, you know, I have my cousin that I know, but she's like doing everything, you know, she's doing everything digital. She does do things like physical, like traditional, because she takes art classes where they do traditional stuff, but she's also really big on brain rot stuff. So, you know, I'm happy that she's into art. It's just a matter of like seeing how, if that can at least overshadow her love for brain rot content. She's been making references to things that I have absolutely no idea what she's saying. Talking about like Minecraft related content or like just AI, not AI, just watching whatever her random videos that she likes on YouTube. But kids are kids. It's gonna be very interesting to see how she develops at an older age. Because ideally you want kids to grow to be able to like distance themselves from like brain slop and like content, like short form content stuff, so they can focus on like things like reading a book and all that stuff. But who knows? Are we getting so old that we don't get random humor anymore? I mean, like, I think it depends on the humor. Like when it came to like the 6-7 stuff, like I'm fine with the 6-7 stuff. Take that in. It just has to hit you. It just has to, like, there has to be something that resonates with you in some way about it. I don't know what's the current trend thing with kids these days. Like is 6-7 like out of the cycle? Are people done with 6-7? Like I don't know. What's the biggest thing what's the next trend now? There's no way to follow what the kids are up to if you don't have like a kid in your life to explain this stuff to you. Unless you're on like TikTok and like YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and stuff like that. But I don't watch any of that stuff. So I really don't know what people are into. I won't know it until like usually, or maybe not usually, but there have been often occasions where Chris is the one that tells me the memes and stuff. I think he's more in tune with what the kids are into than I am. I'm too old for that stuff. Like people talk about how they can only consume like short form content, short form media, short videos and stuff like that, where I'm like, I don't like watching short videos. I want to have like the longest video ever playing in the background while I focus on other things and multitask. Because short form videos, you're expected to like, they want to hold your attention, and I'm like, I'm not giving you my attention. I want to pay attention to other things with things playing in the background. You got me fucked if you think your short content is something that I care about. The only time I ever watch like short form content is like when it's like someone like singing, or like it's usually like the VTubers, like the Hololive stuff, or like VTuber stuff in general, where they're singing a song and they're dancing to it or something like that. Like if it's music stuff, like fuck yeah, fuck with music. But I really don't care about anything else other than that. I can't let myself fall into that hell, into that hole, that TikTok that TikTok short form content hole. Sometimes I'll accidentally browse YouTube shorts for an hour and just regret it so much. That's rough. At least you can like stop yourself. I don't know. I feel like every time I see YouTube shorts show up on my feed, I just like don't really care. Unless I think it's probably because it's curated for me in a way that I usually only see like music or like VTuber or anime related shorts. But I don't find myself like scrolling through them. Like sometimes I'll click on one or two and just watch them for a little bit, and then like that's it. I move on to other stuff. If anything, I wish I can get back into watching more like the long form content that isn't like gaming stuff, because what I've been doing just recently is just been having like gaming videos just play in the background while I focus on like something else that's not as important, like Card Shop Simulator. But I need to go back to rewatching. I need to catch up with like folding ideas. I need to rewatch some H-Bomber Guy stuff. I need to... I think that, wait, there was something else. Oh, I was trying to think. There was something else recently that I was like getting back into watching a lot of, and it was Plate Up content. Because I don't know, I still don't know how she does it, but the original Plate Up content, the creator, or the original Plate Up streamer that I started watching on Twitch years ago is still playing Plate Up pretty frequently, and it's so impressive to see how her mind works when it comes to like the setups that she does for her restaurants and all that stuff. She really, whenever I watch her play, she always makes me want to play Plate Up too, and I miss playing Plate Up. I was watching the old videos on Vizno where we were playing Plate Up for the first time, and I was like thinking back to like how like, oh my god, back then I didn't want to do anything. I was like I was so scared of that game because it looked like it required so much like multitasking and management and stuff like that. And then cut to me in the future where I'm like, or cut to me in the present, or rather cut to me like a few months later after those videos where I had like 300 hours on Plate Up, and I was like attempting to try to speedrun shit. That shit was funny. That shit was. It's a fun game. I want to play more of it, but it's really not as like fun if you're not playing with people. And my brain isn't big enough to make it where the maps go crazy and there's automations that go like that, you know, where you have like a giant map filled with automation stuff where you don't have to like do anything but serve really fast. I'm just not good enough to get to that level. And also people don't really care about playing Played Up as much. I'm just more impressed that people still play it. And I'm glad for it. Community Played Up evening? That is something that well, I don't know if that's something that people do. I guess if it's something that if you want to play with people that you can trust to play with, then maybe, but I don't think I trust anybody well enough that I can play Played Up on my level. Even when I have occasionally played Up again with the Visno kids. Chris is always talking about how like I move so fast and I do everything so fast and everything. Like they can't match with me. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's what happens when you get too comfortable with the game. I just move really fast. I got fast inputs, I got fast fingies. But if I was a more sociable person, then maybe Community Played Up evening could be a thing, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm the type of I don't know if I'm the type of creator that really has a community per se. I've got like a few, like I've got y'all who I don't know, can 3 people be like, can 3 to 4 people be a community? Oh, my frames! My frames! Come back, frames. My frames. Ah. Get up. Get up, frames. Hello? Am I still live? Are you gonna come back? Hello? Am I still live? I'm live? I am? Well, there was a massive delay though. That took like, I think that took like 6 seconds for you guys to... Oh, Kim the Yeeter, hello. I am dropping frames and I am probably lagging out the wazoo. But hello, Kim. I'm waiting for my frames to come back. It's been in the red. Oh, there. Oh, it's in the yellow now. Oh, no, it went back to red. Hello? Oh, brother. Listen, if I end up stopping at some point, just know that I'm doing my best. Or the computer is probably doing its best. I don't know. The internet's been fucky. I'm just gonna continue drawing this really... This butt Hinata that I've decided to go lineless with, I guess. I don't know. Who asked for this? I was supposed to be drawing Naruto stuff, and here I am barely doing it. The struggle is real. It's true. I'm still in the red. I'm still in the red. Hey, you want to come back up? Am I asking for too much bitrate? Like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Oh, I'm in the yellow. Oh, nope, it's in the red now. Well, it's a good thing I wasn't saying anything important. It's a good thing I was just talking about Played Up. But shout out to Kim the Eater with the Kakashi icon. You love a good Kakashi icon. Hello, my head hurts. Sorry if at some point the stream stops or lags. My bitrate is still struggling. I'm still in the red for some reason. It will not climb out. Honestly, I probably push my computer a lot to the brink of death, and I don't realize it because I'm so incapable of figuring out how to best maximize and optimize my setups and stuff like that. This also could be an internet issue. This also could be wire issue. This could be a Mercury in a retrograde issue, but we'll never know. Are you drawing that girl from Naruto? Yeah, I'm kind of trying to. I'm like struggling a little bit with drawing. And the last time I went live and had like a Naruto related thumbnail, I didn't draw anything Naruto related at all, so I tried to do something different. Yeah, you said it, my head hurts. Yes, indeed. You're correct. You're correct in your thinking. I'm trying to figure, how do I do line? Okay. Listen, this is probably gonna end up turning like butt because I'm having like a creative artist block right now. But just know that at least I'm trying to draw something from Naruto. Although, given that the thumbnail is Sakura, I probably should have drawn Sakura, but I already drew Sakura, so I wanted to draw Hinata. Her eyes are too close. Trying to do this lineless, even though I had like a sketch. Am I still almond green now? Okay. The frames crawled back into the green. Okay, how do you draw? Oh, God. I gave everyone the same eye shape, but I should probably do better to differentiate it. So there's more different character uniqueness or whatever. What am I saying? I love dumplings. Me too. Although it's been like well over like a month since I last had dumplings. I really don't have dumplings as much as I should. Given my namesake, but you know, when I have them, yummo, are they delicious. Try your best. Thank you. I will try my best. I will try my best, you maniac. Your villainous laughter. Eating dumplings every week. That's not bad. I guess it also, there's like so many different types of dumplings too. Like there's not just Asian dumplings. There's also like Russian dumplings. There's like a, you know, like gnocchi and gnocchi. What other dumplings are there? I only know Asian varieties because that's like kind of what I grew up on. You got gyoza. You got soup dumplings. You got mandus. You got gnocchis. Oh, you got pierogies. Pierogies is also dumplings too. You can't go wrong with a flour dough. Flour dough? A dough wrapped with meat. I can't. Multitasking is hard. I still to this day always think back to that one comment from many years ago, like probably before many people were born, when I made a video on YouTube and I was drawing something and I was trying to talk at the same time, but I was just like mumbling and stammering and not really getting to the point of the things I was talking about. And then one person commented being like, "You're really good at drawing, but you really suck at talking. You mumble too much." I'm like, or I ramble too much. And I'm like, oh no! Oh. That shit haunts me to this day. Negative comments really just hit you where the heart hurts sometimes. But, you know, it's been like well over like a decade. Wait, how old am I? It's probably been like almost 2 decades at this point since that comet happened. I'm like so over it. I definitely don't think about it anymore. Maybe I don't mumble. I think that it was the rambling that was the problem. Like I would try to say something and then I would never finish my thought. Because, you know, as it turns out, multitasking is hard. This kind of looks like shit. This art be looking like butt. Like, comment, and subscribe for more butt. Well, no. Like, comment, and subscribe for mediocre art. That's more in line. Something about this being lineless makes it very like makes it look very childish. Probably because there's no definition to it. What if I add like, maybe I should add. Have you ever thought that you could, that you can, and that you could, that you can, and that you, when we do that, and you can, and that like you can, and that like you can do that, and like you can be anything, or something like that. I kind of don't remember the exact words. Shockingly, I don't remember the exact words. That's a classic meme though. That boy was onto something. That man was onto something. He knew. Like a modern day, like who's a philosopher? Homer? Who's a philosopher? Plato? You wanted to do so much you could be anything? Nah, he's smart. He's probably out and he's probably like in college now, getting a master's degree in like social science or something. I don't know. Ramble, yeah. Well, that's what happens when you kind of go into something without really thinking about what it is you're gonna talk about, especially if you have like if you have nothing to talk about. There's nothing going on. This is looking like actual butt. Her eyes are too close. This is looking like butt. I want to delete this so badly. But if I delete this now, I'm gonna end up ending the stream with nothing to show. If only I could just like not give a shit about making dinner for my mom at the end of the day and just streamed after work for as long as I want. But alas, I care too much about making dinner for my mom, and we're having a salmon tonight. Me and my mom really are into this, like, some sort of soybean sauce. It's like dark, it's like super flavorful, super umami. It's like soybean and like probably soy sauce and something else, but it's like super savory and it goes really well with like fish and like a lot of stuff, so we enjoy that quite a bit. Honestly, it was such a mistake to introduce it to me because it's like kind of almost like crack. I've gotten pretty good at like cooking stuff in general, so I want to steal your salmon. You can't have my salmon. It's mine. It's mine. My mom bought it for dinner and we gotta eat it because we need the omega-3, and also I like salmon a lot. Just call me DumplingzOwO. Unfortunately, the live streaming is true, but my streams nowadays have only been like maybe like an hour and like an hour and a half at max. Okay, understandable. Yes, thank you for understanding. I hope you can have your own salmon. Salmon's great. Honestly, I just always end up just thinking about how it sucks for people who don't enjoy food for food. And they just eat it out of necessity and sustenance. But, you know, the downside of enjoying food also is that I'm a fatty. I'm a fat ass. I'm a fatty who just likes to, I just like what, today and yesterday I just like downed like a whole bag of like chips because I was just like bored. I have a problem with snacks too. I have no snacks at home. I eat so much of my snacks and I haven't had a chance to go out and buy more. I could have bought more today, but I'm streaming. How could you guys do this to me? How could you guys make me stream? Are we okay with art streams? I don't really have much to offer outside of like art streams really. And I can't stream for very long for like the reasons that I've mentioned. So I'm hoping that people who tune into my streams are okay with art streams. Play a Naruto game sometime soon? I don't... I think this was mentioned previously. Naruto games are like... They're all like fighting games. Like kind of like Street Fighter-esque, Tekken-esque. And, you know, as cool as it is to be able to be like, I know that guy! Oh, I know the story arc! Oh, I know that move that they're using! I don't really fuck with fighting games all that much. The only one I would ever even remotely care to revisit is the one that was on the GameCube, because that was the only one I've ever played. Actually, wait. I think I might have played one on the PS2 as well, but that's the GameCube one is the only one I would ever consider revisiting, and I still don't plan on ever revisiting. Because I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about Naruto games. You give me like a Naruto visual novel game, maybe I'll look into it. I mean, maybe I'd play it then. Our streams are fine. I'm hesitant if you like them. If I didn't like them, I wouldn't be doing them. Right? Art streams with them, at least if they're short, it's like something like at least you can get something out of them. But when you're playing like a game, then like you can't get very far in an hour, depending on the game. It's just a matter of like if there's something I can find myself like to draw, if I have motivation to, or if I feel like I can do it without feeling like hating myself. Like right now, because I still hate how this is coming out. I mean, with adding a little bit more details, I'm like kind of like, I wouldn't say warming up to it, but I don't want to quite throw her out in the trash yet. I don't want to throw her out in the trash as much, basically. You're the only one watching? That's okay. I'm not a big streamer, I'm not a big content creator. I appreciate you hanging out here. My head hurts. Take this as there how to save it. I'm not saving shit. This has been a year where like I'm not really posting a lot of art like I was last year, where I was like posting every like month with like dumps and shit. I've given up on that, evidently, because I haven't posted much of anything. I kind of forgot to, and then I realized that there wasn't really anything that I really cared to share. Fellow artist. Got a bunch of artists in the chats. And also memers, apparently. Memes ahoy! Memes galore! It lagged? That's okay. Sometimes the internet just be like, you know, you're asking for too much internet. I'm gonna cap you real quick and make you buffer because we think this internet is better suited for someone else, like someone that's probably playing like Fortnite or something. Bit of a shame you're not posting much art. Yeah, the motivation hasn't been quite as strong as it was last year when I think probably because last year I had told myself that I'd be posting monthly, so then it felt like I should be drawing a lot of things or whatever, even if they're but I felt like that was just like a bit too spammy, so I just like I didn't want to repeat that again. And it's just currently also right now I just haven't been drawing as much because I've been distracted with Car Shop Simulator and Car Shop Simulator. What a stupid game to be so into. They're not even real cards. Hang on, I kind of like the like that there's still stray black lines here. What if I try to imitate that? We all have our own obsessions. True. True. What time is it? 6 o'clock? I'm probably gonna have to call it in like a half an hour or so. I'm gonna try to hang on for that half an hour though. I'm gonna hang in there. I don't know, maybe I should just start streaming in the middle of the night when no one's gonna watch me. Just so I can say that, yeah, I streamed. Maybe that's when I can play games. I guess I can also do like drawing streams at night too, but not say much of anything, although that wouldn't make for very good content, I feel like. Or I don't think that's something that anyone would care to tune into. There's a drawing stream where no one's talking. I was in the Car Shop Sim for a little bit too. Yeah, it was like I had gotten into it in the beginning for like a while, and then I stopped, and then I picked it back up because now they've got the thing where they have these machines that can open card packs for you. And I still remember when my brother showed me that when he was like when he took a break from working for a bit, he was playing Card Shop and he showed me a picture of his like shop that had the machines. I was like, you using machines to open up card packs is such degenerate shit, because like why aren't you like, isn't it more fun to open the packs yourself to find the cards? But now here I am spamming use basically all I do in the game is just use the card opening machines to open cards, and I hired workers to do everything else because I don't care anymore. I just want to get like certain cards, or like I want to get like a set of certain cards, and I also want to try to get one of every card. But I've been constantly opening packs, like literally in total, like one machine can open up 128 packs at a time. Like there's a cooldown and everything. But 128 times 2 is what? 0, carry the 1, 250? Like 250 cards? That's not right. No, that's not. 8. The 16 carry the 1, 4, 5, 256. I for some reason added the 8 and 2 instead of multiplied it. 256 cards. But I consistently open like 256 cards. Well, actually, I run the machine like twice in a day, in a in-game day. So it's 256 times 2, whatever that is. But I just keep wanting to get new cards, but I can't get any new cards. It's just all the same cards. I don't even want the high price cards. I just want new cards. And there's still a type of card that I still have yet to get. It's like a ghost foil, silver foil or something like that or whatever. I don't remember what it's called, but I've seen like when VTubers were playing it, I saw one of them get it. And it was like $1 million card or something like that. And I was like, huh? That's a thing? I still haven't gotten one of that. Damn. I would just open the packs and I would just buy the packs and open them behind the shop. Yeah, that's when you first start up the game, when you can't hire people to work the shop, you just end up like opening packs at the register while you're waiting for people to come so you can ring them up and stuff. Blend mode. Cookie Run Kingdom? I feel like that would have been I felt like that game would have been a game that I enjoyed if I had gotten into it when I was younger. Because the art does look cute. But I'm too old to really enjoy mobile games. The only mobile game I enjoy, which I actually don't even enjoy anymore because I accidentally burned myself out trying to do a challenge. It was a Sudoku. No one's too old to enjoy games. That's not true. I'm too old to enjoy things that have bright colors and a lot of movement and a lot of things happening. I'm way too old to deal with that. Also, my thumbs, I've permanently ruined my thumbs by playing too much video games, so I can't do much tapping things on my phone. I'm most certainly too old for that. Because back in my day, when I was in college and I was waiting for classes to start, all I would do is either, if I'm not playing my 3DS, playing Rhythm Heaven, I was playing Minesweeper. Played a lot of Minesweeper. Does this look good? It kind of looks okay now. I just still hate it. I still just hate it. I think it's probably because it doesn't feel like something that I've drawn. Because I've never drawn this kind of style before. It looks so different on my main monitor versus my tablet monitor. She looks more saturated on the main monitor. But I guess that's depending on how your monitor is calibrated and stuff. Played that one rhythm game called Colorful Stage. Is that the Miku one? All about the Rhythm Heaven. Although, there was that one rhythm game that Chris had bought me for Christmas or something like that. It's called Bits and Bops. That I still meant to play on stream before playing it by myself, but I don't know if I care to hold off onto a stream. I keep working on it. I don't want to work on it anymore. But once the stream is over, once the stream ends, I'm done with this. I'm moving on. Here's also the thing too. I don't like coloring stuff. Like I've been pushing myself at the start of the year. I was pushing myself a lot to draw like a lot of colored stuff, which you know may or may not have made me better. I can't tell. I don't know. But I freaking hate coloring. Like give me my black lines. Give me my sketch lines. Coloring, I don't have a good sense of color stuff. I think my colors are all like I don't have I didn't go to school for color theory. I don't really understand it. I don't understand, like, in theory, in theory I understand things like warm color and cool colors and cool tones and all that stuff, but like when it comes to reflections, the shadows, the lighting, the highlights and all that stuff, I'm just like, that shit meant perplexing. I don't get how people do it. That's something I could never understand. That's something I could never get a grip on. And it's also like I just don't have it's just a style. I feel like my technique doesn't really lend itself well to how I want it to actually look. And it's like, yeah, you can teach yourself or learn from it, but it's like, oh, man. If it was something that I could easily learn from it, I would have done it a long time ago. But I just can't get the hang of it. Your art is peak? Oh, thank you. I still hate it. But thank you. I want to be one of those type of people that can draw really like in-depth, like super highly detailed with all the glimmers and gold and all the shinies and all the shadows bouncing off and the reflections and all the sparkles and all that stuff. I want to do that too. But I can't. It doesn't help that I also lose my patience after a while. Like once I start working on something, I want to move on to something else really quickly. Which is probably why I like doing like black and white drawings or sketches more. Because with those, you can get those out really quickly and then move on to something else. When you're coloring, nah, you have to commit to coloring. I don't remember what Hinata's hoodie looked like. So we're just gonna half-ass it. I'm sure it's purple to some degree. I don't think it's this exact shade of purple, but I also can't be bothered. It's like reminding me of taro. Like taro bubble tea. And I wish I didn't say that because I've been craving bubble tea for the past couple of days and I haven't been able to get it. I contemplate it and I tell myself that I want to order it. Like DoorDash, not DoorDash it. Like Uber Eats it. But I can't justify spending like $20 on buying like multiple things when I don't even really want multiple things. And I haven't been able to go out really to get it because schedule and also life and just so far away. It's not really that far away, but it's just like the snow, this weather here. It's also been rough, although it's getting a little bit warmer now. I don't know. I want to support you. Well, thank you. You love the blush under her eyes? Thanks. That's been my recent like habit. Just putting a little bit of blush on people. I don't think your coloring is that, but I don't know what you want to achieve. Yeah, that's something. See, that's the thing, right? Artists are always gonna have their own critiques on how they do things if they're not happy with it, and to try to explain it would be a hassle because obviously it's subjective. So you can have something that's horrendously colored and you're gonna find someone out there that'll be like, wow, pretty colors, wow, pretty pattern. Like my mom, when she wanted to use like these sticker wallpapers to cover some stuff in her room, she chose like a really hideous pattern, but she's like, what do you mean it looks nice? And I'm like, if you say so. How she doesn't want white cabinets. Like, what do you mean you want white cabinets? It looks clean and sleek. Or she doesn't want dark cabinets, I mean. But I want dark cabinets. But she's like, no, we can't have dark cabinets. You can't have anything black. It's like, come on. Bye, my head hurts. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by. I hope may your head never hurt in real life. What time is it? 6:12. Just adding stuff. It's not really doing much. I mean, what do you think? Does this look like Hinata? It looks like some form of Hinata. It's not very like lore accurate Hinata. Man, I'm so glad that her and Naruto got together in the end. Spoilers, but like, I could have done so much more with her. I didn't take you as a dark cabinet sort. Yeah, I wanted like a dark gray or like a black or something. I got like dark colored furniture stuff. Although according to my cousin's friend, she says that like having like dark cabinets will make your space look smaller and stuff like that, which I didn't really take into consideration, but I also don't really care. Excuse me. Anyway. That's beside the point. Is this it? Am I done? In an hour and a half, this is all I can muster up. Does this even look good? She still looks skewed when you flip. Shake, 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 senora. Shake it all the time. Shake, 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 senora. Shake your body right. I don't know what happened. I mean, like, it could be worse. At least it's not, like, super crazy messed up when it's flipped. That's one of the best things an artist can do, is when you draw something, like, facing directly at you, and then you flip it, and it still looks relatively normal. Anyway. I guess that's it. I guess there's not really much. At least I did it. At least I can say that I did it all in one layer. Woo, 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 woo. Wow, who's that over there? Who's that coming out? Who's that peeking out? Who's that peeking out? Naruto-kun! Ganbatte! Naruto-kun! Ouen shiteru yo! Daisuki da yo, Naruto-kun! Oh. Oh, Hinata. You always Ganbari the must. And then you got to have the man of your dreams. The man that you loved for so long, and you even got to have a whole movie about it. Isn't that great? Big. Wow. Anyway, I guess that's it. God, what a boring. I've like seen like art streams where people like spend hours drawing things that are really like nice and take up a whole screen, and it's just a lot of work goes into it. And here I am just spending an hour and a half every time I do an art stream just doing the bare minimum. I don't know how to be happy with myself when it comes to my art. Anyway, if you guys enjoy yourself, then you know that's good. I just have too much high expectations for myself, even though it's just mainly a hobby and I don't make any money off of it. I sure wish I made some money off of the YouTube stuff, but alas, I don't do anything. So why would I make money on doing anything? Comparison is a thief of joy. True. I mean, it can work to your advantage if you can use it to motivate yourself to do better, but all it does is just makes me feel bad about myself. She kind of looks like that one girl from Frien. I forget her name. Friend? That shit was mad confusing. I never watched this, I don't know. Anyway, that is it for today. Next stream will be whenever I feel like streaming. Who knows? There might be a late night stream where I don't announce it and I'll just do whatever I want. We'll see how it goes, though, if I do. I won't be available tomorrow. Who knows how this weekend will be. What else? Make sure you drink water. Make sure you make sure you clean your kitchen. I don't know. And make sure to put lotion on your ashy elbows. Wow, Bomba, you're in time for me to end my stream. Anyway, that's it. See you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out with me. Maybe next art stream will be not so negative. Anyway, goodbye, guys.